So, if you didn't know already, Waterfall's decoration update just got finished, and now the final level has been fully showcased, so I want to do a quick review on the updated version. Now, I've actually already made a review on Waterfall in the past, and originally I wasn't gonna make this video on Waterfall's new update version, because really, there's only a couple updated parts, and the end screen that's been changed in this, but, I looked back at my original video, and it just, it wasn't good. It's when I didn't script my videos, so my points weren't really explained that well. So thankfully, since this level got updated, I figured now I can just give this review another shot. So, enough talking, let's get right into the review. So, right off the bat, I want to talk about this level's theming, because it's probably the best theme out of nearly all of the current top 150 hardest levels, and that's because it does what I call a sub-theme. Now, I feel like the reason a lot of levels feel generic is because they only have one solid theme. For example, Acheron is just grayscale, Abyss of Darkness is just glow style, and stuff like Bloodlust is just hell theme. Those are just a couple examples. Now, Waterfall, on the other hand, puts two themes together into one. It uses the ice theme, like you would see in levels like Toronto, and then uses the city theme, like you would see in levels like Knight Rider or Falling Up, and it merges them into this desolate frozen city theme that just looks beautiful. And another thing this level does with its decoration is it uses this red glitch effect that in every single part it always looks stunning. But what I love about it is that this red color is not overused. It's always just a very small amount of it in each part, and it just makes it so the effect never gets old, and it never feels like it's too much. I feel like a lot of levels would have used this like red style effect a lot more. This level doesn't use it that much, but it's also always there as part of the theme. I think it's just the perfect balance, looks really fresh, and they're always using a different way in every part. So again, it's just never not interesting. I think it's a really cool way to decorate the level. Now, another thing this level does with coloring is its use of dark effects. Take this part in the beginning, for example. It's able to convey with the blue color a calm-ruined landscape, and then immediately after show us a more eerie, gloomy version of that same part, just by changing the colors to be a bit darker. Personally, I usually really dislike it when levels make like a part of the level devoid of color, like for example this part in the Ordinary, but in Waterfall's case, I think this just works perfectly with the level. I think it actually looks good and it isn't just removing color from a level, it's adding on to the theme. And then also, of course, all the designs and structures in the level, I don't need to talk about much, but you can just see it. They're 10 out of 10, top notch. I love the detail, I love how they look. I mean, what do you expect when you have creators like Blee in the project? I mean, it's bound to be good. Now, speaking of Blee, I am kind of on the fence with his part. But, not in a bad way. Well, I guess is. You'll see what I mean. So, luckily, FNM's showcase of Waterfall, in his description, he actually has the exact same thoughts on Blee's part that I do. So I'm just going to read out his comment to explain why I'm a bit on the edge with Blee's part. Blee's part is simultaneously the best and worst part in the level. On one hand, it's incredibly well made, low objects, and has incredible design and flow. On the other hand though, it doesn't fit at all with the rest of the level. It seems more like an extract from a solo level rather than something made for Waterfall, and it feels like a little jarring mixed in with everything at this point. So yeah, while I do think it's one of the best looking parts in the level, it does stray away from the theming of Waterfall a bit, but not much, as it's still obvious what it's trying to do. I still think it fits the theme well. I just don't think it fits as well as any of the other parts. And then, case in FNM's point, it looks a bit jarring. But, last thing I want to talk about with this to do with the actual decoration of the level is the end screen of the level. Usually, I understand when end screen of the level is trying to portray But besides the broken city in the background, that's just the same as the rest of the levels being portraying. I don't really know what's going on here. Like, I don't know what this woman signifies, but you know, I can't say for sure. It looks amazing, and I am sure someone in the comments of the video will end up explaining this end screen's meaning. But if we're just talking about how it looks really good, and it's definitely better than the basically no end screen that we had in the original Waterfall. Anyways, the last thing I want to talk about is the song. I think it's one of my favorite songs in a GD level, period. It perfectly captures the quiet and cold feeling of the pre-drop, while having a drop that's really intense, and I feel like it would make for great sync gameplay, which, just looking at this level, I think we can tell this is gonna be great gameplay. This is one of those levels where you just know it's good gameplay without even needing to play it. That it just looks so fun. Overall, I would give this level a 9 out of 10, and if I was giving decimals, probably a 9.1 out of 10. For a level in the top 50, this quality is pretty much unheard of at all, besides maybe a couple outliers, and I think this is one of CherryTeam's best, if not their best level they've ever made. Before I go, I would like to give luck to Lord Vadercraft, as he's the verifier. So go check him out. He's already posted some runs in level. Just give him a lot of support. He verifies a ton of levels. It's so cool to see. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, and peace.